Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. Today, do we have anything like that? Probably. What are we referring to? Evidence, right? Yeah, evidence that supports a different suspect. Well, lawyer, do you have any new evidence you care to present? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations? If she thinks I can't do this, she's got another thing coming. But first, I have some serious thinking to do. I say that new evidence is indicating a different suspect exists. Yeah, okay, exists. Of course, I have some new evidence.
Oh, do you now? How very interesting.
Why doesn't she sound in the least bit concerned? No, I can't let her get to me. I just have to keep pressing forward. The new evidence points to a different suspect. Like, we found this, right? In the crime scene. So, present.
Take that! You would claim this evidence proves the existence of a different suspect?
Wait, that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. Your Eminence? Are you saying this piece of evidence doesn't do anything for you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more? Okay. I wasn't trying to learn anything from your reaction.
Your Majesty.
Oh, yes, for shame. Okay, so not that. That was found at the crime scene, though, right? Okay. Alright, one second. Oh my god, one second. Caked in soot. Yeah, that's not it. Hey, see this? It's the Founder's Orb! I guess does not exist? Such evidence does not exist.
Huh, just as I thought. I was hoping you'd present me meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head.
God, I didn't walk head first in that one, then. So, what I did was not meaningless, I think. So what now, Paul? Well, unless we can prove that Nana killed Inga, this trial's over, and so are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need? Even without evidence? You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here in Karain? Huh? Oh, wait, are you actually suggesting? Certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Your Majesty. A crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case has yet to be taken in this trial, but I'm positive that I can back up her claim with this one step. You mean you will be able to prove that Nana killed Justice Minister Inga? And just how do you propose to do that? With the help of a certain someone. You need help. Have someone? Well, I certainly can't imagine who it could be. But I suppose I must ask. We're gonna ask Rayfa to do the divine séance. Okay.
Take that!
But that is... Me? In Crane, legal proceedings include the viewing of a victim's final moments. But that requires your benevolence's help. You would think in a place that has this sort of like system, the divine séance, divination séance, whatever the fuck it's called, that the murderers would just blindfold their victims, right? Or kill them from a distance. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. If you're right about this, Rayfa's power should enable her to see the very moment Nana stabbed Inga. He was stabbed in the back, though, right? It'll be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. You need me?
Objection!
Wretched simpleton, did you not see what ensued in the previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
Maybe? The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as a royal princess. I'd say it's all up to her now. Priestess, not princess. Whatever, it's the same thing. Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty? Isn't a divination séance required at all trials anyways? So I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one. Indeed. It would be problematic. Under Karaini's law, a séance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Such insolence!
Yikes!
Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with the vexing law, then dispense with it I shall.
Huh?
As ruling sovereign of Karain, I proclaim the following.
Your nails have ink in them?
Henceforth, the divination séance shall be optional.
What? She has the power to do that? She is the queen. And it's good to be the queen. She just wrote the law with a flourish of her hand.
Mother,
I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is the defense said. I must not neglect my duty simply because I'm afraid. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the séance once more.
Such insolence!
Rayfa, do not be fooled by his loyal guiles. You are not prepared to witness your father's death.
But Hornhead needs my help.
Rayfa, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in the most piteous fashion.
Wasn't petty ass.
Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. Or has not the Bob one there overturned them more than once?
Fuck you, Phoenix.
You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your own insights. So I say to you to be gone. This sacred hall of justice has no need for such a worthless royal priestess.
Worthless? Wow. How can you say that to her own daughter? She's a bitch.
Oh, mother, you think me worthless?
Objection!
Yeah, objection. You're not worthless, probably. Everyone says she can do it, doesn't she? So I don't see why you have to condemn her before she even made the attempt the second time.
Very well, Horn Devil. If you're really so bent on having the séance, I shall give you consent.
Really?
However, should Rayfa fail once more, you two and the accused shall be executed on the spot.
Come again?
This is proving to be far more entertaining than I anticipated. Well, lawyer, what do you say?
Will you wager everything? Call on Rayfa! I don't think you're worthless, you benevolence. Far from it, in fact. I mean, I just met you yesterday. But if you say you can do it, then I believe in you. Hardhead? I don't understand. If I fail, you'll be put to death. Yeah, I know you collapsed during the last previous attempt. Please don't do that again. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But do it again, please, but don't faint this time. But despite that, you are willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, and that courage. Courage? So she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the séance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Alright? And that's a bet I'm willing to take. I wouldn't. I would fuck that. Sorry, Dirk, I'm going home. To be fair, I wouldn't have come back to this country. But, as that mother said, I have erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection!
I wasn't, I thought it was Apollo. I was gonna say, I wasn't here for any of that. I wouldn't take stock in those words, your benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all. Huh? In the trials I've been part of here in Karain, but I've never proven my clients innocent without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insights they provided served as vital leads in finding the truth. Vital leads? My seances? So please, your benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection!
I object to this heartwarming scene. You all suck. Rayfa, stop this madness at once. It is for your own good. You are ill prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave this sacred hall at once.
No.
What did you say?
I said no, mother. Find the royal priest of the Karain. I'm about to fucking cry, apparently.
I have no need for you now.
You don't need me, mother. What did his Hall of Justice do? He proved that to me by risking his life. Because of him, I now understand. I feel like you should have learned this from Phoenix, like a couple of cases ago. But sure, the divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill them, no matter the risk. Your benevolence. Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I begin to have my doubts after Barb had disproved the insights it offered. And now I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, mother, even Nana. I had believed in them all above all others. But I finally know now. I know what I can trust. The river dance? The royal princess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. This is a flashback? So that can be interpreted properly. That's how I believe trials here in Karain should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials towards the truth. That's my sacred duty, and I'll never shriek from it again. Shirk? There we go. That right there, your benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggle so far. The truth that you realize with your own strength, and being completely fucking obliterated by my lawyering skills. As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it's fulfilled. I must have courage and resolve to see it through. I mean, I get where they're coming from this. I feel like she should have learned this after the last one when the fucking high priest killed himself. But still, your eminence, the royal priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you're worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient. Mother, answer the question. I'm done letting you have your way.
Rayfa, you would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen.
I'm scared to see my father's death. I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today. Rayfa.
I am the royal priestess
She's
Rayfa Padma
she's-
Karain,
Ryan?
and I am prepared to face my father's death.
I thought she was doing the peace sign there for a second. Karine? Your Eminence, it's pronounced Karain. You grew up here, what the fuck? It seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. Rayfa. Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance. The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are gonna show us. Just it's like, oh fuck, I'm being stabbed. Cuts to black.
Oh, Holy Mother, we hold
It's not
this
funny, it's
divination
kinda funny.
seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped.
So, should I skip
Oh,
this?
dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me.
Because I didn't skip the last one because it was going to be the last, well, I thought it was going to be the last
so
one.
that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
I guess we'll just watch it again. Probably doesn't matter if I skip, but it could be the last one. So we're watching it? Yeah, we're watching it. Zoned out for a second. I had Starbound on my pop up on my phone because I was looking up during the stream earlier today. Not the game itself, but like a web page. I was like, and I forgot I looked it up. I was like, why was I looking up Starbound? Because I was talking about it on stream for a second. Nothing of really anything. I just was trying to figure out what Chucklefish developed. Have you ever tripped doing this, Rayfa? I would trip doing this. Especially doing a fucking jumping little twist like that. I'd faceplant into the fucking pool of souls. Okay. Oh, you are in the tomb. Okay. Man's voice. Pain. Explosion. Laughter.
What in the...
A faceless being. What in the heck? His face, it's just like a picture of the founder. The Holy Mother came back, cross-played his dirk, and stabbed him. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see.
Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
We to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw.
Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed.
Very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup? The divine wrath of the Holy Mother? Oh, Holy Mother, we are ever grateful for your blessings! Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. Good, because it didn't catch my attention. Oh, laughter? Okay, yeah, that was kind of weird. That laugh. Who does it belong to, and why are they laughing?
Who knows? I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband.
Uh-huh. But that figure didn't even have a mouth.
I think we're done here, lawyer.
How so?
You claim that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters, and feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. But he clearly felt pain, but the séance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb, and felt great pain, no less.
Oh, that. I forgot I made that claim.
Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb.
Everything has just backfired, big time. Wow. Rand has the devil's own luck, doesn't she?
Now then, I shall give the voice of the soul to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words.
Rayfa's insight.
Around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice.
Well, that's not good.
The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh.
So what now, Mr. Wright?
Oh, it's up to us to knock holes in Rayfa's interpretations of his memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, I'll give it a try.
Around 3 p.m., my father was waiting, but wasn't he running at 3 p.m.? We don't have that. Like, I don't know, okay. Sour grape juice. Delicious. He drank grape juice while gazing upon the mother. Then waiting vigilantly, heard Dirk's voice. The next moment he was stabbed in the back.
But if you heard Dirk's voice, why did he not turn around? Also, doesn't make any sense. How you shot at the painting, but the painting didn't have any problems. No, we have no images of this place. Oh, what's that called? He can't recognize faces. What's that called? Is that what that notebook's for? Oh, right. He didn't recognize Phoenix when we saw him the second time, right? Disease can't recognize faces. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking... Just call it face blindness, goddammit. Prosopagozy. Okay. That's not right. Yeah, that was fucking not even close, Chronos. Okay. I need... Copy. Paste. Definition. I need the voice detect, baby.
Prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia?
Prosopagnosia.
Huh. Face blindness. Alright. Is that what he had? He had a fucking notebook of things. I'm assuming that's gonna come into play. Huh, okay. How do we know it's 3? Does he have a watch on? Well, time of death. Okay, but like... How do we know this exact moment is close to 3? As he was running at like 2:45, right? Or 2:30, I guess. Not really enough time to run to a place pale face, sit down and start drinking, and then start monologuing to a painting. Oh no, it's Dirk's voice, right? Well, why wouldn't you turn around? Yeah, it wasn't suddenly, it was...
Objection!
Your benevolence, there seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation. An inconsistency? Where? Mr. Inger is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claimed is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. Ah! That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard the voice, he didn't even turn to look. Do you think that he would have been worried about being attacked from behind? Then whose voice was it? I don't know. It's likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
Objection!
He didn't have any friends, but there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only belong to Dirk.
The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Paula, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mysterious mystery voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk. With it, we might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Inga heard from. What do you mean? Oh, cell phone! You were on the phone!
Take that!
That's my dad's body! I know this must be hard for you, but could you please look at it? There's something here that can point us towards the identity of the voice. So this is when he was on the phone with us and, what's his face? Dirk. The phone.
Take that!
A cell phone? I want one of those, but he wouldn't have it. Right, I believe that the voice of the minister heard was a call on the cell phone. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What is your eminence view of the matter?
I can see the possibility.
Then it seems I must refrain my vision. Refine, whatever. Subordinate's voice. It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates. Okay, so it wasn't us on the phone. You're right, because how would that make fucking sense? We were in America. Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then? My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as he saw Dirk and the rest of you. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise. No, barhead. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty. Can we get the subordinate in for, like, questioning? I don't know what the shooting, so the voice was coming from the phone. Or inside the house. That's good to know. The first Scream was really good. Scary Movie was also really good. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Let's take another look at Rayfa's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Okay, grapes. I had grapes today, actually. I had a lot of grapes today. They were good. I prefer the green ones. These are red. Okay, so sounds on the floor. Subordinate's voice. Incense. Footsteps. Lion's roar. Dog's bark. Who let the dogs out? Ruff, 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 ruff. The bird one's kind of weird. Select. Lion's roar is the bird, right? The warbard.
Objection!
I hate to break it to you, your benevolence. You misinterpreted something again. What? What do you mean? Again? Smooth move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she's still, she feels more like than she lets on. She's also like a teenager. The emotions are fucking volatile either way. Let me phrase that, benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his subordinates at his palace is inconsistent with his final memory. What do you mean by that? A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim the call was from someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there, or birds that sound like lions? No, the only animals at the palace are little birdie and my pet frog. I had a pet frog. Wait, that giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet? It's adorable, shut the fuck up. Besides, there aren't any lions that can reign. We don't have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid. I mean... my emotions or opinions of zoo are kind of like... up and down. I had a lot of good times with zoos, and there's a lot of good zoos out there that take good care of their animals and preservation acts and shit like that. There's also some really shitty zoos out there that are not good and really should not be allowed anywhere near animals. But, you know, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. Isn't that the cry of a warbird over in the bazaar? Ah! Your benevolence, do you think you can clarify the voice for me? Very well. I'll now attempt to further refine my vision. What's this? Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warbird. It means the subordinate minister Inga was talking to was the asshole chasing me. I mean, was at the bazaar, not the palace. Why is that important where the call came from? What significance could it have? She's right. Is it important to know where the call was coming from? Very important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot. Oh! Yeah, because there's no way he fired that gun in that direction. The fucking painting would have been shot, or at least near it. There probably would have been gunpowder residue too. I can't think of another item that makes such a noise in the area. Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her! Tell Rayfa the real source of the sound. He's like, okay, Phoenix, calm down. Wild Hardhead? I'm waiting. It would be... I guess I'll be Staten, right? Yeah.
Take that!
What is that? It's I'll be your guy's statement. In it, he claims that Dot's a rebel threw a firecracker while he was at the bazaar. Then... Yeah, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding. Ah!
Objection!
And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Minister Inga's gun. How do you explain that?
Definitely wasn't fired at the painting, I can tell you that. Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime or not, right? Or do you have evidence that proves that the pistol was discharged?
Huh. No, I have none.
Wait a second. If the loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been... Oh no, it can't be. It's fucking Dat's Rebel. Oh, it can be, and it is. That laugh came from none other than this asshole. The Joker who got the kick out of startling Albie with his dragon snot shat. The happy-go-lucky Dat's a Rebel. What? Someone should really put a leash on that guy. Or put him in jail. Not even for being a rebel, just for being an ass. I shudder to think how one man could be the cause of so much trouble. Exactly. Hey, PW! Y'all can thank me later. Someone arrest that man. No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Rebel. Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insights? It appears so. Oh, do you need me to press the button? Oh, I'm sorry. Lionel laughed along to none other than Dats himself. Well, that changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rayfa's insight again. Okay. I think I got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency. Really hammer it in that she's very bad at insights. I don't think we need to call out the dog, right? Wait, no. Around 2. Oh, I need to select. No, I apparently don't need to select. Okay, so that's gonna come into play then later, right? Because it was around 2, not around 3. So you were killed around 2? You guys have a coroner in this country? So I can't present this here. I have to select something? Shit. I don't feel like we don't need to go over the dog's voice. There could be something else here, I guess. Pain. Oops. Sorry. Footsteps. Explosion. Laughter. Ah. What if we do the last panel with this and select laughter again? Right? Because it can't be.
Objection!
It's not it. Did their murder really happen at— oh, yes, it was. Did that murder really happen at 3 p.m.? I mean, if the laugh is coming from the phone, then it's something Minister Inga would have really heard at— is it something Minister Inga would have really heard at 3 p.m.? The call came from the bazaar. A place where such sounds of laughter can be heard at any time. Even if it was death, he could very well have been laughing like a fool at 3 p.m. Yeah, you have a point there. Hornhead, I advise you to think again, carefully. Oh, the explosion. It's the explosion. I think you're getting a bit warmer. It's a little off. Cool. Okay. It's the explosion then. You know, something that could only occur at a certain time. It is the explosion. It is the explosion. I get it. No. Fast forward. Wait for the explosion. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What the car wash goes? Exactly. But explosions. Your benevolence, there's a glaring problem with this insight. There is? You stated the murder happened around 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know that what the source of that loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence. Certain piece of evidence. I read that right, but I doubted myself. I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts with the claim the murder occurred at 3 p.m.?
Take that!
Alibi or guide's statement. Again. Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadu was surprised by a firecracker and ran to the palace courtyards. Around 2 p.m. That's right, 2 p.m. Not 3.
Someone remove this fan. Are you suggesting?
You are gonna get an aneurysm, lady. I think you know where I'm going with this. That's a laugh, a cry of the warbird, and the bang of a firecracker were all heard right before the Minister Inga's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all those sounds. Therefore, what this vision shows is that it's extremely unlikely that the deceased's final moments were at 2 rather than 3 as we had originally thought. But you saw him running at 2:45. Dare I ask? It means the murder took place a full hour before Dirk entered the tomb. Pocahontas!
What can this be? Are you saying that I, the very perfection of the law, have been mistaken?
Oh, ow. Oh, fuck. I know those are fake probably, but still, Jesus Christ, that probably had to hurt. I've never had fake nails break off my hands or fake nails on my hands, but holy shit, that can't feel good, right? They're glued on. Now you see why justice always prevails. Peace, peace, I say. Now then, defense. I must remind you that the figure of the accused is clearly shown in the vision. How do you explain that? I want to say it was clearly shown. After all, the figure didn't even actually have a face. Ah, you are absolutely right. Without a face, I can't be certain who it is. Furthermore, need I remind you that if the vision is from 2 p.m., Dirk was still with me and Mr. Wright, which means that this faceless figure couldn't possibly be with him. And if you don't believe us, we got Chief Prosecutor Edward sitting in the gallery, probably. So then, what do we make of this 1 hour difference?
Wait, 2 o'clock? That's when...
My mother was performing the rite of channeling.
Palace guards had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the rite. Don't tell me.
The royal residence, it would have been virtually unguarded. Which means the real killer could have easily slipped in unseen into Amara's tomb. Defense, are you saying that this is someone disguised as the accused? That's exactly what I believe, Your Majesty.
Preposterous. Disguises cannot deceive the memories of the dead. The face did not appear this time as mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been clear as day.
He's got a point there. Anyone who knows about the divination séance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. The question is why? Apollo. Chronos was talking about something a little while ago. Maybe the killer could afford to be bold, because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the séance vision. What? It's possible the killer dared to dress in Dirk's clothes and then stand square in front of Inga, precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of a cognitive disorder that impairs the person's ability to distinguish between 2 different faces. What if Inga had it? Then, are you saying this is literally how Inga saw the world? That sucks. Yeah, we can't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case we can. And if he had that disorder, I imagine this is how faces appear to him in life. That would suck. Okay, let's say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it as a pin to crime on Dirk, but if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. Really? Yeah, it's notepad. Well, defense, do you have anything to show this to court? Yeah, I believe so. Frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means, but I'll look at the evidence again. I already went over it. I didn't need the game to tell me that shit. For like the first time in fucking a while.
Take that!
A notepad? Yeah, it was found in Minister Inga's room, and it holds the answer we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics, because apparently people only wear one type of clothing. And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer. How? The vision we saw was exactly what Minister English saw with his own eyes. It is he who saw his killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him. What's this? I believe Minister Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces, but it would explain the faceless being, and why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. Now that I think about it, I thought I was always terrible at remembering people. I By simply changing my hairstyle, he wouldn't fail to recognize even me. Your Eminence, you knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you?
He never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there's no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term for it is that.
Yeah, I just said that. So Mr. Wright was right. Memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There's a precedent for this. So the killer likely knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. Right, so there's someone who has both knowledge of the divination séance and aware of Inga's affliction. Your Eminence, who knew about your husband's condition?
A small number of servants who tended to his needs, and me. Surely you are not about to insinuate that I committed this crime.
Oh, no, Your Eminence. Still, could she have done it? Ren has an alibi, remember? Oh, right. She was conducting the rite of channeling. Yeah, but she's like all nice and smiling. And doesn't look like a JRPG fucking final boss. In that case, Your Eminence, does Nana know about Minister Inga's disorder?
Of course she does. She's our head servant.
So, as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition. And as the princess's personal attendant, she is familiar with the divination séance. If these two facts together do not make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would.
Objection!
I glued my nails back on. You witless lawyer, how quick you are to forget the facts.
Facts like...
When Inga was last seen alive, you claim he was slain at 2, yet this is impossible. But Rayfa saw him at 2:30.
We did completely forget about that. I didn't. No, there must be some mistake.
So you see, the murder could have only happened at 3. Except for all the evidence saying that it didn't. The hour Dirk entered the tomb. There's no other answer to this puzzle.
Why did we ever get to make up... Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Garan makes up laws? Oh, like fucking all the prosecutors get to just make up shit? I don't know. Guess it's back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short one piece of the puzzle. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Mr. T, even. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. Let's see, and without the final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart. Apollo, if Inga's sighting is the only anomaly, we'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It would be impossible to see Inga walking around after he's been killed. But what if there was a way to make people think he was alive, even though he was dead? Like a way to make people witness a living dead? Sounds like some kind of TV show. Like channeling? Is that what you're saying? Apollo! Did you shit your pants? Yeah, I did! I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead. Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong at all. Despite Minister Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30, and I'll tell you how. I certainly hope you will, because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. The Minister Inga her benevolence saw was, in fact, someone channeling him. It was the deceased being channeled. It's the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her benevolence. Channeled, you say? That's right, and there's only 2 people capable of spirit channeling here in Karain. Her Eminence, Queen Garan, and Maya Fey. It's possible that one of them was channeling the Minister.
It would seem that you are ever bent on making me party to this crime.
I mean, yeah.
Prosecutor, what was I doing at 2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen? Eminence, I believe you had completed the channeling rite and were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There would have been many attendants there too.
Now Yuta has to keep up with her schedule too. What doesn't she make him do? And that leaves only Maya. Oh, god damn it, Maya! Yeah, it does. Maybe someone was forcing her to use her power towards nefarious ends? The real killer would have been been threatening her.
That can't be.
So then Inga's scream. That was probably from when he woke up from being called back to this world. After all, that's when the flow of time would have picked up back after he died. Wasn't she tied to a chair? So Minister Inga probably leapt to his feet, thinking he just had a nightmare. Then realizing it was almost time for the hostage exchange, he raced off to Amara's tomb, not even realizing he was already dead. Then, Albert Evans really did see a dead man running. Using the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit a crime. How can this be? The defense calls Ms. Maya Fey to the stand. She's in the hospital, you asshole. Well, Your Eminence, will you allow a new witness?
It matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. He will know just how much of an imbecile he is in the face of my infallible arguments.
Tell me all you want, bitch. Well, you'll be eating those words when I expose the truth. Very well, let us adjourn until the next witness is ready. Okay. To be continued. Good. I was gonna be like, I gotta really end the episode in a second. Alright, cool. It can't be Maya, though. She was tied to a chair, wasn't she? Wasn't that the entire, like, she was tied to that chair? For days? Or something like that? Something like that. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.